Hi, it's Lana from 1029 The Hog, Nights with Lana, and joining me is Spencer from Ice Nine Kills. They have a sold-out show here at the Rave. Welcome.
Thank you for having us. We're excited to be here. Sold-out show.
Yeah, I mean, and this is the first night, right?
This is the third night of the tour.
Okay.
But first night at the Rave on the tour.
So close enough. I had my information wrong. My sheet only showed tonight, but the whole fact that you're coming to Milwaukee, you've got a sold-out show. Now, with tonight's performance, will you do any of the acoustic?
No.
Okay. You've got the videos for that, so everybody can enjoy that.
Yeah, we don't want to put the audience to sleep too much.
I don't know. I thought they sounded fantastic.
No, thank you very much.
I really enjoyed them. I watched all the videos, and I'm like, yeah, it's a little bit different take from your music by doing it acoustically. Do you write acoustically at all when you're doing an album?
A lot of the stuff is written acoustically, and it was interesting to go back and transpose some of the songs that have a lot of aggressive vocals, like screaming, and take those patterns and lyrics and put them into melody. Was kind of an interesting process.
Okay, so would we at least maybe get the Thriller? I mean, it is kind of like a Halloween weekend still.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's like Halloween every day, so we'll play any of those kind of things. We'll do Thriller and probably Your Number's Up, which is the new song about Scream.
Okay, and now I realize that all the songs are based on horror movies. Is there one particular horror movie that is your all-time favorite, or is it too difficult for you to pick?
It's definitely a bit difficult to narrow it down to just one, but definitely the album features 13 of my favorite.
Okay, so that's about as narrow as you could get it?
Yeah, I would say Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Scream are probably my top three.
Do you have any classic horrors that you really enjoy?
Way back? Like Universal Monster
Like before
era?
we were born type thing.
I definitely respect, the early Dracula and Frankenstein and the Mummy and the werewolf, the Wolfman rather. But my favorite stuff is a lot of stuff from this late 70s and 80s, and the movies that were influenced by those films are my favorites.
Now, would you consider doing album about a different subject matter, maybe serial killers?
Yeah, that idea has been tossed around, and originally was an idea I had for doing an album about true crimes, but then thought it might be a little bit of blood money if we were making money off someone's death. But
we have a bit of a history around here when it comes to that with Ed Gein.
And Dahmer.
And of course there have been a number of songs that have been written about that.
I don't know Ed Gein was from here.
Yeah, that's not Milwaukee, but Wisconsin.
That's awesome. Well,
so we have a little bit of a history there. That's why I had to ask that.
I stayed in the Ambassador last night.
Okay, so you know the story there.
Yeah, I was pretty hungry the whole time.
But for regular food.
Regular food, as far as we know.
Now, this isn't the first time you've been at the Rave here?
No, we've played the Rave, I want to say maybe 3 times. Maybe this might be our 4th. But I don't think we've ever played in the room that we're playing tonight, which is a cool little change.
Yeah, it's a nice way to just check out every stage in the building. Have you ever run into the Ghost?
I've been to the pool several times, but I have yet to encounter the Ghost.
Okay.
Have you?
I have not, and I've been coming here for a very long time myself. I've never run into the Ghost.
Ghosts tend to like me, so I'm pretty optimistic if I meet the Ghost that we'll get along.
The only thing that's ever happened to me as far as issues is I've kind of gotten lost because with all the different levels and all the different stairwells.
I feel you because I don't know where I'm going at all.
It's kind of like the Spinal Tap moment. It's like, all right, we're ready to go. Oh, no, this isn't the right place to be.
Love Spinal Tap.
Now, you have a number of other bands that are on this tour with you. 4 of them?
3 bands plus us.
Okay, 3 bands. And have you played with any of them before?
We have played with Fit for a King many times. We grew up playing with them, like in the early touring days when we were both playing at like VFWs and Knights of Columbus halls, 10 years ago. So it's good to be on the road with those guys. Awake at Last are new friends of ours that we've played with for, I want to say, a few times over the last year. And Light the Torch, we've never played with new friends of ours. Great band.
Right, and that's a relatively newer band, too, as far as releasing an album and being out on tour, so that's probably why.
Yeah, their singer Howard is from the band Killswitch Engage. He was the vocalist of that band for a number of years, and so a lot of people might recognize him from that band.
And you come from the East Coast. Boston, is it?
Yeah, I don't have the accent really, but...
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, I think it skips a generation or something.
And you're going to be playing in your hometown coming
Yeah.
up? I believe you ran into an old friend of ours, Joe Calgaro.
Yes.
He was my previous boss. By
Oh,
the way.
nice.
Yeah, part of the afternoon
Yeah,
program
yeah.
at the Hogs.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's treating you well.
Oh, yeah,
when
he's great.
When
He's
you go
been-
in and visit.
He's been super nice to us and plays the band a lot, so that's great.
Well, I am really looking forward to tonight's show. Are we expecting a lot of costumes for our fans?
Many costume changes. It's really like a Barbra Streisand show now.
Well, except not quite the same music.
That's, well, some
It's got
numbers.
a little bit more aggression, I would
A little.
think.
We do, sometimes we do a cover of Funny Girl. If you're a fan of Barbra Streisand, that's one of her finest numbers. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, I couldn't give you a tune from Funny Girl at all.
No?
So, no.
Well, you got to check it out. It's some good material.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to the show. It was so nice meeting
Yes,
you.
nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
And thanks for joining me today. I'm Lana from 1029 The Hog.